Good morning, students. In the last session we have studied the 8051 stack register bank, that is register bank and stack of 8051. So in today's session we'll study the 8051 memory organization. So let's see how the memory is organized internally and externally. So as we know, 8051 is already having the CPU, RAM and ROM, timer, serial ports internally. Already you have seen this is in the block diagram or architecture of 8051. So now we'll see how the 8051 is organized as internal and external memory. So this 8051 memory organization is divided into two parts. That is, this memory is divided into two parts. So that is, first one is program memory, and second is data memory. So this program memory, what it will do, it will read only the memory. It means it will used by the ROM. It is used for the permanent saving program which will be executed. Means it is used for permanent saving program which will be executed through ROM. Program which will be executed so this program memory will be used to save the program for permanent and which will be executed by ROM. Next is data memory. So in data memory, RAM which will be used to save the temporary results, that is RAM which is used for temporary storing and which will keep the intermediate results and variable. Which will keeping the intermediate results and variable. So memory is divided into two parts, that is program memory and data memory. So program memory which will be used to save the permanent program and which will be executed being ROM. Then the RAM which is used to save the temporary storing which will be keeping the intermediate results and variables. So this program memory which will allow the external programs. So we can connect the external RAM and ROM to 8051. So this is called as off chip. Whatever the inside RAM and ROM is present, this is called as on chip. So next is, it is having the internal data memory and external data memory. Two types of data memory are there. Two types of data memory. That is, first one is internal memory. Internal memory. So this internal memory, it is having the lower bytes and upper bytes. So this internal memory is having lower and upper bytes. So lower byte is having 128 bytes. So limited is 128 bytes, and upper is also limited with the 128 bytes. This lower bytes are used for general registers and for the data, which will be used for the general register, and data will be stored for permanent. This lower registers will be used for general registers and data will be stored in the lower byte. So in the upper byte, again it is divided into two parts, that is indirect stacked and direct added special registers form. Indirect 128 stack added. So in the upper 128 bytes, which will be used for indirect 128 bytes of stack to be added, and direct addition of special registers form. So this lower byte will be used to general registers, and this upper byte will be used for special register form, which will be added directly to the upper registers. So in the external memory, which will be resides the off chip. Already I have shown this is off chip. Whatever the external memory we are adding to the 8051, that we called it as off chip, and whatever the inside of the 8051 RAM and ROM are present, that will called as on chip. So external memory which will be used for resides the off chip, that is external RAM and ROM to be connected to the 8051. So this is accessed by using the data pointer. So this external memory will be accessed by, so it is accessed by using data pointer and MOVX register. When these two will be accessed, when your program, if you are writing the program in assembly language, so these two will be used when the program is in the form of assembly language. At that time you have to access the data pointer and MOVX register. So the limited for this is 128 bytes. So this is regarding the data memory, that is internal memory and external memory. In internal memory we are having the lower 128 bytes and upper 128 bytes. So lower 128 bytes which will be used for general register purpose and data will be stored, and upper 128 bytes which will be used to indirect the 128 stacked, which will be added indirectly 128 bytes of stack, and directly the special forms of register will be added in the upper 128 bytes. Next comes the external data. So external data which will resides of the off chip. It means we'll connect the external chip to the 8051, external RAM to be connected to 8051. So whatever the external RAM we are connecting, that will be called as off chip, and inside the 8051 RAM is present, that will be called as on chip. So how it will be going to be accessed? By using the data pointer and MOVX register. So when these two, when we'll access this registers? When the program is in the form of assembly language. So next, the limited for the program is 128 bytes. So next we'll see how the microcontroller will be handled the external memory, which will be depends on the external access pin logical state. So we'll see now how the microcontroller handle the external memory. Microcontroller handles the external memory, which will depends on the external access pin. External access pin, that is EA. In short, you call it as EA, external access pin. So let's see. So this is a external ROM memory, external ROM memory, which will be having 64K maximum. Here we'll have additional ROM memory, additional ROM memory, which is also having 64K maximum. Here we'll have microcontroller. So inside the microcontroller we have RAM, ROM, CPU that will be embedded ROM memory. It is also having 64K, 3FF hexa. So this is microcontroller. Address of 000 hexa. So the address for this external additional RAM is, which will be read after 4000 hexa till 64K. That is address of FFF hexa. So this is the 8051 memory organization, which is having the additional RAM memory and external RAM memory. So when this external access pin, that is EA is equals to 0, EA pin is equals to 0, it means this external ROM memory is 0. Then there is no external RAM is fed to the present microcontroller. It will read only the 000 to addresses of 3FFH, that is hexa. When you add the external memory, it means the external access pin is enabled, that is 1. EA pin is equals to 1. That means the external ROM memory is added with this microcontroller. It will be embedded with this microcontroller. Then it will read the addresses after this 000 to 3FF hexa. Because earlier it was reading 00 to 3FFH. When you have made the enable, like external access pin is equals to 1. It means when it is enabled, at that time it will be embedded with the additional ROM memory, that is 64K, which will be embedded with this microcontroller. Then it will start reading the address after 3FFH. Means it will start reading the addresses 4000 to FFH hexa. When you made the pin, that is external access pin is 1. At that time, this external memory will be embedded with the additional ROM memory to the microcontroller of 8051. Then it will read the address after 3FFH hexa. It means it will read the address from 4000 hexa to FFH hexa. So this is how the organization of 8051 memory organization. How the external pin is connected to the additional ROM memory and how it will be embedded and from what address it will start reading the given external memory. So this diagram will show the entire picture. So this is the memory organization of 8051, which will be divided into two parts, that is program memory and data memory. So ROM is used for saving the permanent program and which will be executed by ROM. So RAM is used to store the temporary programs which will store the intermediate results and variable. And further we have two types of data memories, that is internal memory and external memory. So in internal memory we have upper and lower bytes. So lower bytes will be used for general register purpose and upper byte will be used for indirect and direct additionals of special registers and stack registers. External memory, which is the resides of off chip. Already we know what is on chip and off chip, which will be accessed by using the data pointer and MOVX registers when the program is in the assembly language. So the limited for this program is 128 bytes. So after that we have studied how the microcontroller will be handle the external memory, which will be depends on the external access pin. When the EA, that is external access pin, is 0, then there is no need to connect any external ROM to the 8051 microcontroller. When the EA pin is 1, that means it is enabled. At that time this external memory is added to the additional memory. Then it will embedded with the microcontroller. It will start reading the addresses from 4000 hex to FFFH hex. So in the next class we'll see the next concept. Thank you.